Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set 50, play.
Watch out.
From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Yep. Motion. Hey, Alpha. Put up. Hustle. Get it.
Now Jones off the play fake. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3-and-out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's response.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from the 20. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
Jones now operating from the gun, buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. This is Gallman. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. We got 3.
Jones to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
21.
Now it's Freeman. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play action, Ryan. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing, Jones. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Ready?
On 4th down, Jones. And that is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New York.
61, matchbox lights.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's complete to Gallman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Echo.
30, where's the mic? I got him.
On 5.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And able to rip off off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones now. Off play action. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jones throwing again. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
55, my guy, 55. Here we go, G.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. That's complete to Meredith. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Jones now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Jones letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Get ready, get ready. 31's the mic. Coming.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. This is Freeman. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Single, single.
39-yard line.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got it at the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Charlie. Gotta go.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away.
Now under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
51, Tom!
On 2nd and 12, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have...
Golden Tate's going to go. 30, the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Golden Tate. 82 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Squeeze, double.
51. 49, check 49.
Now Olesen. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action. It's Ryan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, 59, ready. Gun. Hey, wahoo.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
6-6, pull it high.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now Jones, off play action. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan going option right side. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Ready, blue 80, 25, 21.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Watch twist.
On the carry, it's Olison. And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hey, South. Hey, take that.
Here's Olison. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check.
Alert 3.
Base. Let him go.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the Falcons' 39-yard line.
Get it.
Again, it's Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
$30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls they ain't me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets of debts. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in.